How's it going, guys? This is Razor Wrath bringing you part 6 of Vampyr. So, we left off where we were on the night shift. We're exploring the morgue, and we have the harder they fall, find out the cause of death. Hope you guys are enjoying the series, guys. Be sure to comment, like, subscribe, and let's continue. Alright, oh yeah, so we put on the list and knife. I love blood absorption. I am a freaking blood power maniac now. I love clawing the shit out of people, so yeah. If you guys are enjoying the video, guys, be sure to comment, like, subscribe, and yeah. Nothing. Okay. This shit. Go out one door, appear in the next. Let's got this one. Same place. Now we go to the store. Hello? Rondo. Alright. Gotta keep them heels up. Oh shit. Did I miss? Got a good heal. And gotcha. Ooh, that was a good fight.
Can be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting.
Nuh-uh. Don't do it. That guy was level 6. You got this. Don't be a little bitch.
Sodium hypochlorite. Dangerous to administer, but efficient in the proper dosage.
My vampire is not gonna give in to evil. You got this. It's a lot harder to do good and get XP that way, but more of a challenge, right? Don't need to eat people's faces just to be a badass. We just whipped that boss's ass without any without Willie Cox, without that 500 XP boost. We could be at 2000 XP, but no, we're good. Where the fuck I gotta go? Oh. Craft the treatment for fatigue. Sweet. You have enough components to craft medicine treatment for fatigue. Sweet. I got XP. Bring the medicine to Dorothy Crane in the patient's room. Sweet. See, and I'm gonna level up. I think I'm gonna be level 5, so we're making hell of a good progress without biting people. We will bite anyone that's freaking scoundrels. People that we gotta fight, like this Scowl. We'll fight Alkin. We're basically Blade, dude. We are not feasting on people. We're not a daywalker. That's not for damn sure. We are... out of here, bro. Scowl tried to freaking pwn me. Nope. Correct. Look, you guys are back. Damn it! Shit off me. Oh, get off me! I'm trying to bite you. Thank you. Dick. Fuckers are tough. Woo, this game is freaking awesome. I love the challenge. Love this shit. Can't handle this, bro. I beat your ass. Where do I find cause of death? Down in the basement? The harder they fall. It's in this room? You sure? How am I did I fill it here?
Traces of a pinkish foam at the corner of the lips. Some sort of drug overdose, perhaps? Multiple abrasions and scarring on the arms and legs. Old and distinctive injuries of a sailor or a fisherman. The chest was originally opened to perform the operation. The sutures are clean. The chest has been reopened. A puncture over the left lung, possibly a chest tube insertion. Not the cleanest work, but I think it was successful. Signs of internal bleeding. So, Dr. Tippett's anesthetics were incorrectly dosed, causing the patient's death. and then he tried to operate on him again. Tippett has made an egregious error. It's time we talked.
Oh no, Tippus. These people trying to play doctor and they mess up, pissing off this dude. Don't piss off the vampire now. Be screwed. You should get like half XP for saving them. Hope you get XP for not drinking blood. 'Cause it seems like we're not a normal vampire. We don't turn people. Nope, not this way. So we gotta go give a talking to some dudes in the hospital.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed? Yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansea's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please feel free to tell me.
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice. The benefit of his position. But I don't agree with it.
I know we've never met before, but I believe this hospital could use all the help it can get. You will agree with that, I'm sure.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reed. Of course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
Aren't you too old for such jealousy? It really won't do you any good, you know.
Don't be ridiculous, Dr. Reed. A simple glance is enough for me to know you have nothing for me to envy.
Since your tenure in this hospital is longer than mine, perhaps you can tell me more about this place.
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness around me. I have always respected the skills of Dr. Swansea, but over time his enthusiasm has become displaced.
Carelessness? Exactly what are you talking about?
We're here to save lives. The people who trust us are not volunteering for experimentation. They're here to be healed.
I don't intend to run any radical experiments, Doctor. Even if I, as any good practitioner should, express an interest in pushing the boundaries of medical research.
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
I don't know what You've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reed, but your motive. Is it money, fame, or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
This is ridiculous. My blood transfusion technique saved many lives, and you know it.
You see? That is exactly what I hate about people like you. You avoid this kind of accusation instead of facing reality.
This guy's a dick.
It seems you have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree on something, Dr. Ackroyd.
Level 4.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
I'd still spare you even though you're a dick.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Reads me like a
So
book.
many deaths.
That's enough.
Benefit from her.
How can we be sure we're making a difference?
Class file. Tippets, tippets, tippets.
I will not let you down, my boy.
Tippets is on the other. Somebody's on the other side. So he's like right here.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
You must get a hold of yourself, nurse.
Sorry, I'm exhausted. No one has any idea when this epidemic will be over.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever. Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic was worse? What if in the end, nobody was spared?
How long have you been a nurse?
Or long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
You'd be surprised what dedication can achieve, Nurse Hawkins. In medicine, sometimes we're just a test result away from a miracle.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
Pepper, I know you're very close to Milton Hooks.
Yes? Milton Hooks is my man. If you want to report me for that, just feel free, Doctor.
I have no intention of reporting you, Nurse Hawkins. But are you aware of the risks?
The rules say I won't be allowed to work as a nurse anymore. But here at the Pembroke, we break rules all the time.
Is he worth the risk?
Hey, I'm no perfect woman, and Milton is not the finest bloke. But we do our best to get by. That's all any of us can hope for nowadays.
How is the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual, especially concerning doctors.
Why is Milton grumpy on a daily basis? Is it just an act?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
Why does Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned, Milton is not the chatty type.
Pepper, are you sure you want to leave hospital?
To become a nurse was a little girl's dream. But in the end, I don't feel that useful. I want more. I want to make things change.
You should be proud of what you've achieved. This hospital represents hope for many people in need of help.
Maybe you're right. But at the moment, I feel like we're just a cemetery waiting room.
What steps are you prepared to take to feel more useful?
I don't know yet. My sister believes that the real fight is in the streets nowadays. Maybe she's right. Maybe this is what I must do.
And what about Milton Hooks? Does he share your point of view?
For Milton, any change means more comfort and more peace. I disagree.
If you feel that saving lives is not useful, perhaps it means that you've lost faith.
On the contrary, my faith has never been stronger. Maybe we are all just too proud to face up to the fact that science cannot compete with God.
Duly said, Pippa. Well, I am done
Goodbye,
with you.
Nurse Hawkins.
You were not who I was supposed to talk to. Interrogate Gwyneth? Brannigan, about. Any tippets? I'm guessing this is them. Is this who I had to talk to? It's a loading screen.
Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before, at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon, transfusion specialist.
What is the Pembroke Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
It's more than enough. In any case, the personnel of a hospital are much more important to me than the building.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reed. This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
What can you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
Tell me more about cherished people, then.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever and cheerful woman.
You really seem to admire her skills.
I'll go even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
Any opinion about the management?
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah, yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office down again.
Dr. Corrin, I want you to tell me about Mr. Connor. How did he die? What happened?
He was my patient. He died because of my mistake. That's the blunt truth.
What was the nature of the mistake?
It was a twofold error. My diagnosis was wrong, and the administered dosage was too strong.
Why not stop practicing?
Are you mad? I killed that man, I admit it, and it won't happen again. I have saved so many lives since then.
Who was this patient?
I don't know. Some sick man from the docks, maybe a fisherman. I had no time to talk with him. No one claimed a body.
Well, okay. I guess. You're cool. Just don't let that shit happen again. bro.
Goodbye, Dr. Pitts.
People are counting on you. Where do I find Gwyneth? Here she is. Well, guys, we will interrogate Gwyneth in the next episode. Stay tuned. This is Razor Wrath. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying the series. And Gwyneth, you're up next. This is Razor Wrath. Be sure to comment, like, subscribe. Peace out.